Hey YouTube, this is Comical here, back after a little bit of a hiatus, putting up another haul video. No backdrop today, no idea where my classic Deadpool blanket went. That was kind of like my trademark, so we got this ratty green one. Also apologize as I started getting ready to record this. The lawn maintenance guys came, so if you hear some lawnmowers in the background, I apologize. So it's been a few weeks since I posted. I have bought a lot since I last posted a video. Went to the East Coast Comic Expo in Moncton, New Brunswick, got a couple of pickups there, and went on a trip as well, made some purchases while I was gone. It's been a hectic few weeks, so I'm going to get right to it, show you what I picked up. Up first, this is something a little bit unusual. This is Mad Magazine number 285. This is the very first Mad magazine I've ever owned. There it is right there. Classic WWF 80s cover. Was a huge pro wrestling fan growing up, and this was my favorite era. Guys with the years with Macho Man, Hogan, Andre the Giant, $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase. It was before my time, a few years before I was born, but my uncles were really into wrestling, so they gave me all their VHS tapes when I was growing up. So I grew up a huge fan of these guys. Once I saw the cover, I thought I just had to have it. I won this on a Facebook auction for like $3, so not too shabby. From the same auction, I also added to my Daredevil collection. You got Daredevil number 188, Black Widow cover. Pretty cool cover, I thought. This is another one. I think I won it for like $2 also, so not too bad. Again, from the same auction, you flip it over. There's Archie number 1. Bit historic today, I guess. My very first Mad magazine I've ever owned, and now my very first Archie book that I've ever owned. I've never owned an Archie book until this video. So there it is. It just came in the mail today. I'm now an owner of an Archie comic. This one too was interesting because I've been seeing them online for like $15-20. I won this on the same auction for $5, so not a bad pickup for Archie. Up next, once again, the same auction. We've got Mortal Kombat X number 1, black cover variant. I owned this book when it first came out, and just because I like the cover, I love the video games, and bought it when it first came out. And I saw at the time they were going for a little bit more money than what I paid, so I ended up flipping it to help fund a trip to Disney with the girlfriend. And while I don't regret, going on the trip, of course, because we had a great time, I did regret selling it. So I've wanted a copy ever since. I guess they've gone lower because this one was bought on the same auction group for $5. So not too bad, $5 for a book that I've been looking to nap up again for a while. Again, this is from the same seller, the same auction. We have X-Men number 244. This is the first appearance of Jubilee. This one was another one that wasn't too bad. It was like a $7 pickup in the auction, so I was pretty happy with that. This is I've had a couple copies of these now, but I've traded them, so happy to get another one to re-add into the collection. One thing I've noticed, and this is with the next book too, this was never disclosed to me when I bought them on auction. But I guess I don't really have many grounds to complain because he did post pictures. As I'm looking at it right now, I see it is a UK Pence cover. Some may not find that a big deal. I do. I prefer the North American versions rather than the UK one. And like I said, I noticed it about the next book that I have coming up also, which was Daredevil number 181, Death of Elektra. First thing I noticed when I opened it out of the box was it too was a Pence cover. So, not too happy with that, but I guess shame on me for not paying attention to the pictures that were posted. But oh well, they're still cool books to own, even though I'm a bit picky. I usually don't care about things like new standard direct edition. That doesn't really bother me, but I do prefer having the North American versions as opposed to the Pence versions. So those were some good auction pickups over the last couple weeks. Here's some stuff that I got when I was away. So, boom. CGC 5.0 Justice League of America number 31. This is a semi-key issue when Hawkman joined the Justice League. I went away to Maine, and I went to a comic shop there. I picked up a couple little things that aren't in this video, nothing too exciting. But then I walked, I was actually a little disappointed by what they had. Not that they didn't have cool stuff, it's just a lot of it was high priced, and I just, after being there for a weekend, you don't have all the money in the world to spend. So I was a little cheap when I was there. There's a couple things I regretted not buying, like they had the Flash Rebirth 21 that I haven't been able to find. I passed on it. It was only like $12, but now I'm regretting passing on it. I'll have to get it online if I want it. But I walked a couple doors down into an antique shop, and what caught my eye at the antique shop was my sister's boyfriend noticed a couple of little antiques from the 50s, like old Coca-Cola antiques and stuff, and he wanted to go in and check it out. And I came across some hockey cards. I'm a big hockey fan. I picked up a Steve Yzerman rookie graded 7, and I couldn't believe the prices in this place. It was like gold mine. Like the Steve Yzerman rookie that I found was $25, and I don't know if any of you guys know anything about hockey cards, but that is a steal. I looked through the shop a little bit further, and they had a glass case of slabbed comic books. Most of them were all newer, and there was a giant price tag that says all graded comics, $50 each. And I couldn't believe it. So I picked this up. There was a couple others I was tempted on, but I ended up passing on them. But I did grab this one. $50, taxes included, plus the rookie card, and I think she knocked like $10 off because I bought both of them. So not too bad. Really happy with this find. I was not expecting it going into that shop. Up next, here's a couple of things that I picked up at the East Coast Comic Expo that I went to. A couple of Comic-Con finds. First thing is, this is really cool. This was a Venom blank cover that I brought with me to the con. I brought it up to an artist by the name of Sandy Carruthers, who does great work. He's local to kind of our area, but I believe he's done work for a few different comic companies. I brought him a Venom blank cover. He asked me if I just wanted Venom on the cover. I said, actually, no. I was like, if you don't mind, I would like Spider-Man on the cover being consumed by the symbiote. And he goes, okay, come back in about an hour. So I come back in an hour, 1 hour, and $20 later, I've got this beauty. Right there. I loved it. I was thrilled with it. And I couldn't believe it was only $20. I mean, the work that he put into it, the detail, obviously there's no color or anything, but I think that kind of adds to it. I think it makes it look cooler especially with the title logo. Very, very cool cover. He did great work, and I'll be going back next year. I asked him when I picked it up from him, I was like, will you be here next year? And he said, absolutely. And I said, all right, I'll have more blanks for you. So I'll be getting some more from Mr. Sandy Carruthers next year. Very cool cover. Speaking of Venom, this is also at the same convention. We have Venom #1, the Todd McFarlane variant. Been on the hunt for this for a while. Really excited when I came across it. Anyone who knows anything about this cover knows that it's been up there in price. There you see, $100 was the price tag on it. I noticed it actually as the convention, I was there right until the closing minutes and people were packing up their tables, and I saw this guy packing it away, and he had a $100 price tag on it. And as he was packing it, I said, would you take $75? And he said yes. So $75 for Venom McFarlane variant #1. I thought that may be one of the best deals I've had in a real long time, especially if you see what they go for online. Really sharp cover. Up next, this wasn't at the con. This was an online purchase. This is another CGC slab. A 4.5 Fantastic Four number 46, the first appearance of Black Bolt, a book that I've been looking for a while now. Came across this on a Facebook group called Low Grade Comic Group, and basically the rules are everything that's posted needs to be a 6.0 or lower, and this was on here. I got it paid and shipped for $135, so not too bad considering what you see what they go for raw. It's a nice slab copy, cool cover. Jack Kirby, of course. It's one, like I said, I've been looking for a while, and with the Inhumans show coming on ABC, I imagine it's going to be one that's going to pick up in value a little bit, so I was happy to get it when I could. Up next, again, this is not a convention pickup. This is something I found online. I think you guys have probably seen a lot of these lately, but thought this was really sharp when I saw it, decided I needed to have one, and found a really cool one, $130 shipped right to my door. And it came today, the Spawn Thanks variant by Todd McFarlane. This is only one per comic store. I priced them out online, thought, okay, I like it, but I don't like it for that much. And then as I finished looking at them on eBay, somebody had posted one right on a Facebook group, and ended up getting it for $130. Not too bad, very nice. I love the foil on it. But maybe the best deal I got of all was from the East Coast Comic Expo convention. This is Walking Dead number 19. First appearance of Michonne. I got this the first night of the con when most people, the people that went in on the first night, it was all early bird tickets, VIP packages. Basically, people bought tickets for the first night just to go to the comic creator, because I used that time to shop and pick up things that I figured would be picked over if I waited. So this was there on the very first night. As you can see, it is $85 price tag. I asked if he'd take $75. He said no. I asked if he'd take $80. He said yes. So there we go. First appearance of Michonne, $80. I will do that deal all day long. I'm not going to take up too much more of your time. This video is running a little bit longer than I expected. Thank you so much for watching, and sorry for the delay. This has been Comic Call.